Okay, welcome back to Drawn to the Rhythm. We're here in the brand new, what's the name of this place again? Coliseum, Riverside Coliseum, brand new with the real opening up. It wasn't Ronnie Millsap, it's Kim Mitchell opening this place.
Oh, was Ronnie Millsap
just here?
Oh, okay.
But
what a great voice he has.
Yeah, yeah. I guess he did a great show. Anyway, yeah, nobody showed up for that show, so they're gonna show up tonight.
Here's my Ronnie Millsap look.
Anyway, Kim, I wanted to ask you, like, everything I've read about you refers to you as a guitar god and great guitar player, and I've sort of thought of you more as a performer and all-around singer.
Yeah.
Which would you prefer to be known as?
A guitar player, singer, songwriter. I don't. I feel kind of uncomfortable when people start getting into the Guitar Hero and all that stuff. I usually, my insecure self says, "Well, I think you better listen a little closer."
Yeah.
You know, I do enjoy playing the guitar, and I'm happy that people like what I do on it. But I like being known as maybe a songwriter guitarist. You know.
Oh yeah.
You should hear what I'm called around the house, actually.
Dad?
That and a million other things.
Yeah, so you're more like a Joe Walsh than, say, Joe Satriani, and more into the all-around pitcher instead of just the guitar player?
Yeah, I am. Yes. The musicians sometimes use their licks and everything and use music as a background to blow their jazz all over, and I prefer you know, the Archangels kind of thing too. It's like people just vibing and grooving. It's, you know, there's a time for some flash too, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I guess that the new song and the new album, Honey Forget Those Blues, is sort of you stretching out. And
well, that was just like a kind of a fantasy come true. It was like a real 30s, 40s type song, and it's okay, Aaron. Don't worry about it. Real 30s, 40s type thing, and I always fantasized about having a guitar band do something, so I wrote it for just, you know, one guitar player, had another guy write it out for 5 guitars.
Oh yeah, right on. And I guess the biggest change about the new album is no more Pie de Bois.
Yeah, at least for now.
Yeah.
Pie and I are talking, and we might write again, but it was a nice, new, interesting dance. Every relationship goes through weird stuff sometimes, so that said, hopefully people can work through things rather than just walk away, as we so many times do in relationships, either be business relationships, creative relationships, or romantic relationships. A lot of times just go, that's it. But Pie and I, being the pals that we are trying to work through some stuff. Hopefully we'll write again. Yeah,
it's sort of strange. Like, usually when you think of a singer-songwriter type deal, like when you hear a song like Lager and Ale, everybody associates that with Kim Mitchell. How much of this song is Kim Mitchell? How much is Pie?
Well, Pie, it was like a 50-50 thing, I think. You know, like, Pie comes up with the concept of the lyrics and stuff, and do a bit of editing, a bit of, you know, I have to plug it in.
Yeah.
And so I do a lot of that.
I guess the idea is to make it your song. You know, I mean, you can't sing somebody else's...
No, it's not to make it my song, but I have to sort of, to be honest with you, feel as though I have written the lyrics to...
Oh, yeah.
You know, I can't sit there and go, I don't know what's happening here, man. So, but I'll sing it. You know. Yeah. Sure. I have to get right in there and know what's happening.
I guess the length of time that you've been with Pie sort of helps too. You both thought on.
Well, we have our own little grunts and groans and sign language. Yeah, you develop that over a long period of time for sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, you're back with one of your old buddies, Jim Chevalier. Chevalier. Okay, that's French, right?
Yeah. Hey. Just kidding. Chevalier, yeah, we grew up together. We quit school together. We moved to Toronto together. We did all the stuff together. So.
Yeah. And also you worked with Mo Berg, which is sort of strange.
Well, they were opening up our I Am a Wild Party tour. And it's a real stylized lyricist, and I wanted to, you know, it was kind of like, hey, all this stuff was by chance. He was around. I was like, hey, do you want to do this?
I guess it's all in.
I'm not sure I would have. I don't know if I would have even thought of it if he wasn't around. You know, I might have, and I don't mean to cast Mo in a bad light. It was like he was around, and I went, oh, geez, yeah. Here's something right in front of your nose, you know.
Is that? I guess with Pie, you're sort of stuck with him, like most.
Yeah.
No, but.
Yeah, but I'm stuck with you right now too.
But with Pie not around, at least you've got more freedom to move around. You're not, you know.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a new, interesting dance. for
Yeah.
sure.
And actually, on the new album, one thing I really noticed is your vocals are a lot more adventurous. Would that be?
Ventures? Well, all I can say about that is I paid a little more attention to the keys I was singing in. A lot of times, when I used to write, so many things you learn every time you record, and that was one of the things from the last album I recorded. Just sort of wrote stuff, how it sounded on the guitar and how it sounded in rehearsal, and oh yeah, I got to sing this, and
Yeah.
And this time it was more like, well, what is my range? What can I get up to? Where do I sound good resonating? So a little more thought went into that. This is all the wood chipping stuff that goes on after you sort of go, bing, there's a song there, and there's an idea there. You're going to develop into a song that's like, okay, it is a song now. How's the key? What's the melody? And that there you start, just hacking away at stuff.
Yeah. I guess the recording for this album is a bit strange too, because you're sort of a proponent of recording in LA in the States as opposed to recording in Canada and NTO.
Yeah, I think I'd go back to LA.
You think so?
Yeah.
Prefer it, or?
I prefer it. I think they make albums there. They're doing albums. In Canada, I don't know what everyone's doing at studios. Yeah. It's kind of a mishmash. It's mostly jingles, which to your viewers are commercials and other stuff.
Yeah. And do you ever get tired of being asked about Max Webster?
No.
No?
No. What do you want to ask about it?
Okay, about a possible...
Where did the name come from? I get a little tired of that one.
No. But how about reunions? Any plans for reunions?
Maybe. We all think back to our first date. We all think back to our first job. We all think back to our first car. And if your car was sitting there in the driveway, you'd probably want to take it for a drive once in a while. So it's kind of that.
Was there really a big change between being Max Webster and being Kim Mitchell on your own, or is it just more of the same?
I did a little growing, emotional growing, and there's a bit of kind of like, why am I doing this? What, I'm not famous. I'm probably not going to get famous. So why am I doing this? So it's kind of like, oh, I love music. I love doing this. So I'm doing it because I love playing music, and I can make my $250 a week doing it. And you reset stuff. When you jump off, you jump off the plank. It's like, well, there I go.
Well, speaking of fame, one thing you've made clear in most of your interviews recently is your attitude towards popularity in the States and a big push to be big in the States. Is that?
Well, as I was just saying 30 seconds ago, why I do this.
Yeah.
It's not to, I don't sit around and think about how to break into America or how to break into Zimbabwe or how to break into Japan. I don't think that.
Yeah.
I think of melodies. I think of counterpoint. I think of engineering. I think of grooves. I think that's the stuff I try and worry about. That's the stuff I think musicians should be concerned with, and then get accountants and lawyers and psychiatrists and managers and bands and stuff.
Yeah, I guess it's probably been the fault of most big bands. Like you toured for a while with April Wine this time, and they've sort of, that was their big goal, to be big in the States, and they didn't make it. So they're more of a.
Yeah. I don't know what they are. They plow.
Yeah. How were they on tour?
Well, we played with them in Calgary, and other than the fact that they blew us off the stage, what can I say? Oh, well, the people in Calgary really liked them, so
Yeah, you did a few. You did one show with Tom.
Called Dave Veach. What's his name? Dave Veach of the Calgary Sun. He'll tell you what the show was like. He's our pal. We just blew in, Dave, to get our egos smashed. Thank you.
Okay, and just one other question. What's next after this tour?
After the tour? Well, the tour will be the end of September, and on comes the fall, and that's when we Canadians all kind of get depressed and pretend that we like winter. Take Redoxon, Dr. Fowler strawberry extract, out comes the cold medicine.
And start raining,
out come the gloves. It's a wonderful country, isn't it?
Okay, well, anyway, Kim, thanks. I guess you got to run back and get ready for tonight's big show.
Tonight's big show, I got to run back and get ready. How do I get ready? What do I do? I don't know.
Anyway, I'd like to thank Kim for showing up here. And